she's not able to keep in diving shape.
Yeah, there's only so much you can do off a dock.
See, I don't want to have it too far here because then it's going to go like this and that's going to come down the water, right? Some people say it can't be done, but it will be done. Beautiful. Oh, see, this moved a bit, eh? I'm Jason Lake. I'm a contractor who's fixing up cottage country, one deck, dock, and gazebo at a time. My job is to get the work done on time, so people can kick back and have fun at their cottage. It's summertime, and if you're lucky enough to be on the lake, chances are you are swimming, boating, skiing, and diving. And that's exactly how Vicki and her 4 kids pass the days.
We bought our cottage, and then within a year we had our first child, and we've been enjoying the cottage for the last 15 years. I'm a teacher, so I'm off for the entire summer, which is great, and we tend to spend most of our summer at the cottage. And with 4 children, we're a pretty active, crazy cottage. I would say the kids are in the water a lot and doing lots of different things.
It's where my family is, so, and it's where all the fun happens.
We certainly have a lot of quality family time here.
But it's not always fun and games for this family.
All 4 of my children are competitive swimmers, and Justine is also a competitive diver.
I love it.
With the lake at their door, you'd think training would be a breeze, but no such luck.
Justine always enjoys her summers because she's got downtime from all of her hours and hours of training, but she does find she likes to keep somewhat in shape for diving, I would say. And right now we have an old raft out there that the kids do jump off, and they play a game called Raft Wars.
Yeah.
But she's not able to keep in diving shape.
Yeah, there's only so much you can do off a dock.
Vicki bought a jump board to help Justine with her training, but right now they have nowhere to put it.
It's my favorite sport, so I do it quite often, and in the summer I don't get a chance to do it as much as I would like to, so that's why we're hoping to try and get a diving board installed.
So I've come over to build Justine a raft that she can take a dive from.
Hey Jason, how are you? So as you know, Justine's a competitive swimmer.
Yes.
And also a competitive diver, and she really would like to be able to keep her diving up during the summer. She trains lots of hours during the year, so we're wondering if you might be able to help us.
We're hoping to get a more stabilized raft, so I can actually do dives off of it.
Okay.
And hopefully I can train during the summer and won't get out of practice.
Right, that's key, right?
Yeah.
Practice makes perfect, right?
Yep.
How high do you want it off the water, you think?
As high as possible, I would say, is the best.
She usually trains on a 3-meter or 1-meter board.
So.
I think probably what we'll do is we'll have a half-meter board here is more
Just
sort of a training one, and then her siblings can use it for fun as well too, and it won't be exclusively for the divers. So
Your brothers can do some pretty good cannonballs, I bet.
Yeah.
Well, all right, I'm thinking that we could maybe do something about the same size, 8x8, and stability is probably an issue because it is on the water.
Yeah.
So I think if I do some cross anchoring and stuff, it will make it nice and stable for you, so you can do your backflips and whatever else. Yeah.
Okay, how's that sound, Justine?
Sounds good.
So she'll still be able to do some good dives. So yeah, as long as it's stable and going to be safe for the kids. Well, we're excited because she's been diving for several years, and we have never had a diving board up here.
Do you do flips like this? And, yeah? Just like that? Really, eh? I'm excited to see this. I can't wait to build this for you.
I can't wait to do it, to use it. So we have a little something for you.
The diving board.
Yep.
All right, so this is it.
This is it.
This is where you do all your stuff.
Do you think you can help us out?
I think I can. We can make this happen. Well, I'll take it with me, I guess, and then we'll figure it out.
Thank you.
All right.
Great, we're excited.
I'm counting on you.
Thanks. Yeah. Right.
Thank you.
Right. Hey, buddy, what's happening?
Look at this flamethrower I made.
You made that
Yep.
all by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Well, buddy, if you keep on building like that, you'll be building decks, docks, and gazebos in no time. Cool.
Thanks.
So here's what we're going to do. Build Vicki and Justine an 8x8 2-tier floating dock with enough stability to safely hold a heavy diving board and the weight of a diver without any fear of tipping. We want Justine to be able to do the perfect dive. So by creating this, she can actually train and practice and be the new champion. It's a new one for me, and I'm looking forward to the challenge of it. With our challenge set, we can start the build. Oh, we're here, we're here. We've chosen a flat build site for this job. We'll float the new dock over to Vicky's when we're all done. Rock and roll, Kev. Okay. Do it. So Kev, today we're gonna build an 8x8 raft. We're gonna put a diving board on. We're gonna have to support it, like make it really strong. And with your expertise and my expertise, we can make this happen. So.
And how high off the water is it gonna be?
I think it's gonna be maybe 2 feet off the water. Time we have the 2-tier raft, and then the board sticks up, I think, a foot or so. But the key thing to this is we're gonna spend a lot of time and make sure that we support it and make sure it's strong, that when they jump, it won't rip off. So it's not really a large project, but it's really important that we make it strong and stable. The board itself is heavy. It's about 50 pounds. Add a 100-pound person or a kid, and that's at least 150 pounds of force. So the dock must be able to counter that while remaining steady. So, the plan is to build a super sturdy 2-tier dock that floats high and is anchored down with extra weight under the water.
Sure gonna have to be solid because you don't want it rocking.
Yeah, that'll be the troubleshooting part. I think we anchor it down. If we get it, we stand in one corner and suck it down, and then so it stays in the water deeper. I think that'll help with the rocket. So
Stable.
yeah, so that's the plan there.
Okay.
Strength and stability. 2 words of the day.
Okay.
Typically a diving board, is in concrete, but in this case we had to improvise and put it on a floating raft since we're at the cottage. As long as it's solid and stable, should be good.
Okay, let's go.
Do it. So we were, we're all excited to get on the project today. We usually start at 8, waiting for the lumber, call the lumber store, no lumber. So we twiddled our thumbs and waited. You know what time it is, right? Yeah. 11:30. Our delivery was late, and we've lost a lot of time. So we need to move these boards out of the truck and get to work. This is awesome. Keep on trucking.
Okay, let him go to the next one.
We're right on schedule, being 11:30. Start time is usually 8 o'clock. But when this happens, it does happen the odd time. You can kind of relying on the lumber store to deliver your material, and sometimes they try, but it doesn't get here on time. But the job must go on. And here we are. We're working right by the lake, helping Vicki keep her sports-loving family active. The kids are on the water lot, they're swimming, they're jumping off the dock all the time, they're in the paddle boat, the wakeboard. They're true cottagers, and they use all aspects of the cottage. They have a large family, and their daughter is a competitive diver.
It's my favorite sport, so I do it quite often, and in the summer I don't get a chance to do it as much as I would like to.
They have an old, dilapidated floating raft that she's been kind of trying to jump off of. It's not right for Justine. She can't do her dives.
Well, the problem is the raft's not stable enough, so we're hoping to get a raft that is strong, and I'm hoping a little bit high so I can have room to do some of my dives.
So they came to me and asked for if I could mount a diving board on a floating raft. Well, creating this is going to be really amazing for Justine. Our lumber came almost 4 hours late, so we have to hustle to make up for lost time. So Kev, on this one here, we're still going to build it the same as we do all our docks, except for this one's a diving dock. And we're still going to picture frame, just the regular miters.
Miter guys. Okay.
Mitering is basically putting an angle, a 45 on the corners. What it does is finishes off the corner, so it's aesthetically pleasing. It's more for the design aspect. With this dock, it's a 2-tier dock. Dimensions are 8x8, and it has a picture frame design element to it. It's going to look really cool out in the water. So Kev, this is the board.
That's a long board though, isn't it?
It is a long board. Oh, 6 foot. The board Vicki chose is a 6x10 half-meter jump board made out of acrylic fiberglass. It's sturdy with limited flex to carry the weight of a diver, but there can't be too much bounce on the floating dock. So this board here is for competitive divers. This is like the real deal right here. That gets attached. That. It's this distance we're not sure about. we need to carefully place the diving board at the correct distance from the edge of the dock to limit any tipping. See, I don't want to have it too far here because then it's going to be all your strength's going to, when you bounce, you're going to bounce, and then it's going to go like this, and that's going to come down the water, right? So if we anchor the back down tight, right? Some people say it can't be done, but it will be done. With this diving platform, because we were attaching a diving board to it, we had to really beef it up. So when we attach all the hardware, it can suck down that platform nice and tight and solid. To get your raft square, what you got to do is measure from corner to corner, and this will give you exact measurement in square.
135 and 7/8.
And I'm 135 and 7/8, so it's square. So we're good. So what I did here is, now that it's squared, I just make a mark to make sure that it doesn't fall off square as we build. Sometimes either you can throw a screw up or, you know, a toenail in just so it doesn't move. You know what, Kev? I just thought of something. You look like the Hulk wearing that green shirt today. Man, that's one sad Hulk. That's your biggest grr.
Grrr, that's it. That's all I got.
Yeah, well, Kevin showed up today in his green shirt, and I don't know what to call him, a leprechaun or the Hulk. I wasn't sure.
That's good.
I was the blue Smurf. Handy Smurf, that is, yeah. So what we figured out here is we're going to lay some cross members across here, which is going to initially actually hold the platform down and secure. We got the base here, so now we're just figuring out where we're going to place it on the raft here in relation to the overhang of the board. Obviously you don't want the board too close and you're going to dive and hit your head off the dock, so we just want to have it in the right position so it's professional. We're going to figure out where the holes are that are going to attach this down to the raft, and what we're going to do is have something sturdy and strong, so when we put the lag bolts up through it, it's going to make it stiff. Stability and strength.
There you go. Strength. It's 40.5.
What we figured out here now is we took the pattern. There's holes in the diving platform, and what we did is basically traced it down to figure out where they're going to go through, and that's where we put these cross members. Then we're going to have bolts come through, and that's going to hold it down nice and secure. On this dock here, it's going to be a two-tier dock. This is the way I like to build them, and with this one, we're going to be anchoring it down, so it's going to be sucked in the water a lot further than the regular docks, and that's because when Justine's going to be diving, it's going to create a, it's going to want to pop up, so by sucking it down in the water, it's going to stop that from happening. Two tiers is how I like to build my docks. That's how I build mine every time. Having a two-tier lifts you right off the water, and with boats coming in and whatnot, it gives you that easier to step out of a boat as well, and stops the waves from splashing up. So right here, this is the cross plank, and this is going to help secure down the diving platform. So that's going to come up through here. Then we have the second tier coming through, and then the platform will sit on top of that, and now it's going to make it solid.
Thank you, sir.
With these carriage bolts, some people just put them in like this and just rely on this head, but this head, as you can tell, it's small. So when you have that pressure against the wood, it can wiggle back and forth. Having this washer acts as a pressure plate, and which makes it that much more stable. It displaces the weight and the pressure, and it adds better strength. We beefed it up. We added some extra wood in the framework. We actually used a bigger carriage bolt than the manufacturer even suggested, just to give it that 100%. We're working hard to make sure this specialized dock will be perfect. Strength and stability are crucial. There's no way we're giving Justine a diving dock that will tip when she jumps off. Tomorrow I'm gonna show Justine a few tricks of my own. I know she's a competitive diver and everything like that, but I have a mean cannonball. Vicki's daughter Justine is a competitive diver, so we're building her a diving dock to keep in top form all summer long. This diving board being attached to a raft, there's a few things you gotta consider. How are we gonna mount it down in a way that it's gonna be solid? We have to anchor it in such a way that it gives it stability. So that's gonna be a challenge. We don't want it to tip, and we want Justine to be able to do the perfect dive.
The water is deep around here and good for diving, so it's perfect.
And her coach would be happy.
The frame of our two-tier dock is complete. It's going to float high out of the water. Now we can add blocking and our anchor screws. There's two words today: strength and stability.
We do this 4x4 blocking just to make it a lot more stronger. To hold the two top and bottom pieces together.
So here we are. We're going to picture frame the perimeter, and basically I just put a miter cut, which is a 45 on the corner. And another little detail is we have a reveal here, so we actually have it come out a little bit, just so it adds a little flair to it. You know, you can have it flush like that, but I think it looks nicer to have a little detail. Like that, Kev? Good. With our two-tier frame solid, we can add styrofoam float to keep this diving dock buoyant for years to come. Kevin has to cut the floats so they fit snug in our dock and keep it floating high above the water. Go higher. There you go.
We did it! Amazing.
The last step of construction of the dive dock was the picture framing, the decking. And being only 8x8, Kevin and I just did 45s, miters on each corner, and that created the frame, and then we just filled it in. Dun, 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 dun. So here we are now, we're at the decking stage, and we got our handy dandy stand-up screw gun to assist us in the speed of laying the boards. So we have the carriage bolts coming up through. So this is the strength. We really need strength. When you're diving and jumping, there's a lot of pressure there. So what we have is these carriage bolts are coming through. It's anchored in, there's big washers on it. We cut it, this is now the decking. We cut it, now we're gonna slide it through like that. And that's it. That's where it's gonna be anchored to. Beautiful. Just boom, boom. All right, Kev, pass her up. Okay, like that. A little to the left, a bit more. I mean, the other left. Oh, the right, a bit more. To the right. Yeah. A little out. Oh, sorry, the other way. No, you got it? Let's hold that for a minute. Okay, I'm in, pull it back a bit more. Sorry, I just want to check.
Which way?
That way. I just want to see something. Could you dive off that?
No, you might though.
I'm really excited. Like, I
think it's gonna work.
I can do a mean swan dive. So let's take this off and then we'll float it over to Vicky's. Kids will be excited. We're building a floating diving dock for Justine so she can train in the summer. It's been a challenge making sure the dock can support a diving board, but challenge is my middle name.
If anyone can do this, Jason can, because Justine's got a bit of that crazy streak and so does Jason, so I think they're well matched together. And
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Jason even tries to outdo you. He might challenge you a little bit, I think.
We'll see.
Well, coffee break over. Back to work I go. Now that I've had my fun for the day, it's time to tow Justine's diving dock over and get ready for the install. Now go straight out that way because I'm going to turn the whole thing around. With this dive dock, we're going to have 4 anchors, 400-pound anchors. That's double the anchor weight, typically for this size of dock. And because Justine's going to be diving, we're going to have to we're going to suck down the raft at the back end, so maybe put a bit of an angle so when she puts pressure on the front, it's not going to go down as much because the anchors at the back will holding it down. So that's, in theory, will work. But soon, I see my theory was wrong. Now, do we need to be parallel? Oh, see, this moved a bit, eh? Yeah. The raft is moving too much, even with 2 of the weights already in the water. So we have a change of plans. The weights aren't heavy enough, so we're going to put 4 in the back. There's going to be 400 pounds on the one end, and we're not going to worry about the front. So that's the change of plans. Where the anchors go down is a key to this project, to make it stable. Solid. It's no give. So anchoring at the back was the way to go. Putting anchors front is not necessary. So you gotta have lots of weight in the back to keep it up on the angle. So when you jump, it doesn't go into the water. Simple. You know, the real person this is for is Justine, being the diver that she is. So hopefully we're gonna get her out here and try it out. What do you think?
So excited for you.
Justine wastes no time taking it for a spin. With Vicki's project, we had to think a little bit on it. We had to make sure it was going to be stable, strong, anchored properly. There's a lot of factors. Justine finally has a place to dive, to practice. Before, they're going back and forth to the city, and now they can stay up and be in cottage country and train during the summer. So she has that little advantage over the other divers, so it's good. We put it through the test, and all the kids enjoyed it and jumped off with ease, and they had a lot of fun. Oh, all a day's work.